It's Afro Vibes, and this is the Tea Club. My name is Heaven Mozart. I got beautiful people in the building. Afro Basil Chapter 5, stand up. Stand up. I got girls. Can I get all my ladies to say, ow? Ow. That's right. Can I get all my fellas to say, woo, 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 woo? That's right. Too many beautiful people in the building. I got my co-host. That's right, Cleopatra. She's very single. That's right. We're shopping her right now for her husband. Say.
I'm looking for women right now.
Oh. That's right. She's looking for girls right now. I don't blame you. We got too many pretty ones in the building too.
I know.
So let me do it. Let me do a full circle. That's right. And then we'll get to obviously who's that? Who's that sexy one in there? I see you. Okay. I see you. Hey, I see you, OT. I see you. That's right. Philly's in the building. Philly, why don't you get your ass in here? That's right. You're part of Afro Basil. Come on. Yeah, get in here. That's right. Get in here. That's right. We're pulling them off the streets. That's right. Mark I Am Art is in the building. That's right. Mark, salute. That's right. Give a shout out.
Hey, what's going on?
That's
Mark
right.
I Am Art.
Let's say it like you're about to smash her. That's
I am not talking about H-Town, Texas. You know what I'm talking about? Welcome to the great state of Texas.
Yeah. Mad King in the building. Mad King, that's right. Back off of New York, Brooklyn. That's right.
Shovel up and dig this. You know, we out here in Splash Town, Texas, trying to get it in every way, securing the bag, you dig?
Secure the bag.
All day.
Chee-chee. I got Lexi Higgins in the building. What's up, Lexi? How you feeling?
What up? I'm feeling good.
That's right. You've been drinking that tea. Yeah. Oh, somebody give a Philly a cup of Philly. You want some tea, bruv? That's right. Please pass some Philly tea. That's right. Philly Designs in the building. I got sexy. I got beautiful. That's right. Dito. That's right. Dito with the natural. Yeah. Okay, Dedo. All right. Apologies. That's my fault. That's right. Let me come correct. Ladies and gentlemen, Dedo in the building.
Hello. How are y'all?
I'm fine. That's right. I got Toby Mokolo. That's right. Co-founder of Afro Bays in the building, all the way from Austin. That's right. Man, teleported over here. That's right. Welcome to Bay.
I got Alpha now.
I'm very good, sir. Chee-chee. Dita Montana. Dita, what's up? Why are you looking at me like that? Oh, okay, I get it. Okay.
What's up?
What's up, Dita? Dita Montana in the building. That's right. Akila Shanae in the building. What's up, Akila?
What's up?
Miss Audrey's in the building. What's up, Miss Audrey?
What's going on?
Philly Designs in the building.
I'm in the building though.
Grab the mic of Philly.
Okay.
Tell him.
What do you want me to say?
Say it with your chest.
Okay.
Afro Basil Chapter 5.
So Philly Designs, Afro Basil Chapter 5. This is going to be the hottest thing you've ever seen in your life.
That's right. You heard it from a Philly. I got Ashanti Fierce in the building.
What's up, everyone?
I got lipstick all over that mic. Ooh. Try that. And I got Iman Nate. And all right, this is the Tea Club.
Let go.
My name is Heaven Mozart. I got beautiful artists in the building, and what we want to talk about art, creativity, what inspires all you beautiful artists. Obviously, outside of Afro Basil, before everyone in here met each other, you guys were all obviously committed to art and doing your own art. I want to find out like what it is to be a creative. And how is it that you're living off of being a creative? Like you don't have a 9 to 5, you're just painting. I know Dita's always painting. Mad King's always on the road doing art. Give us some of your business tips and some of your secrets for securing this bag. Because every time I see you, like, oh, Mad King, what you do? Securing the bag. Mad King, what you do? Securing the bag.
Doing what he does.
She just add that to like Mike. So give us some tips, like. Tell us who you are, give us a little bit of, we have enough time for everyone to speak, and I definitely want everyone in here to speak so that you can give your testimony. Obviously, thank you for bringing this beautiful piece of art. Is that for me?
With the right price.
Oh, secure the bag.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
So that's one of them, and then when I get popular for this right here.
Let me do it.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah. Do it with your butt.
Okay, that's nice.
Oh, that's dope.
I like that.
Yeah. You got it?
Calm down.
That's my
That's dope.
Yeah, everybody in here is dope. Mad King's real dope.
Everybody's dope.
Dedo's dope. Dita's
Everybody's
dope. Akila's dope. Miss Audrey's dope. Lexi's dope. Mark is dope as well. So, you know, I just want us to use this, use this as a platform to like inspire younger artists who are currently out there who don't know they can make a living off of this and invest their time to bring out those creative juices. So I want you to speak, tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, what your style is, and how do you secure the bag. Let's talk about securing the bag as artists.
All right, well, Mad King, of course. I do have a technical background in the arts, so I did go to school, and I did graduate with a degree in painting, so I do have all those technical skills of the anatomy and just different mediums and whatnot. I had a class where I just experimented with different backgrounds, mediums, textures, just a bunch of different things. But that right there just kind of helped me out today, because right now I'm working on the sequence art, which is what I'm popular for. And people are just in awe about like, how do you do it? They just love touching it. I've done a few corporate compositions for a couple people, a couple businesses out in New York.
Is that just all off of them seeing you on Instagram?
Well, I do. So I have to travel. So I travel because you got to expose yourself. You got to expand so you can like let people see you.
You just wake up and like, I'm going to New York.
Well, sometimes doors open up to you because you go to different places. The possibility for me to go to New York was because I went to Miami for Art Basel. Y'all Afro Basel, but I went for Art Basel in Miami. So that right there opened up a lot of doors for me. It opened up a commission that led to the Shade Room that got like 2 million views. Ended up getting a manager from there who pretty much works in Miami and also New York and Manhattan. But just being able to like go out there, because there was a beer garden that was paired up with the gallery that was in Miami from Brooklyn. And I basically am out there all the time, like once a month for the past like at least 6 months. And just because that was all from going onto a larger platform like Art Basel, where you can get a lot more exposure. So I tell people, like, it's all about getting that exposure. You don't have to have you don't have to be like the best artist. You don't have to have like the best type of style, or like it has to be like a certain type of thing. What you need to do is expose yourself to what is being sold out there on those larger scales, like a few thousand, or 50,000 or 100,000. I've seen some pieces that was I'm like, oh, I could definitely do that. I'm like, it's 150,000. I'm like, okay. And then that all comes with like your name, your resume, the things that you've done. Like recently I just created like an actual CV for my like application. So like whenever I like apply for a gallery or an exhibition or a show, they can see like the places that I've shown, the shows that I've done, the people I've worked with, all that good stuff.
So having a CV is important.
It's definitely important. It's basically an artist's resume, like criteria vitae or something like that. And that just allows people to kind of see like your background, other than your artist statement, your biography, but they need to see like what you've done, who you worked with, all that good stuff. And that allows you kind of set your price. So you're like, I've shown here, I've shown there, I've worked with this person, that person, I've been exposed in television, radio, magazines. So this allows you kind of like to, as you go along, you can start out at one price, and like every quarter, like a business, there's quarters in business, right? That they check their their profits, and they move on to the next section. So you kind of got to operate like a business, and that's what the one thing in school that they don't teach you. Even if you do have a technical background in art, they don't teach you how to operate like a business. So you have to market yourself, brand yourself. So you're not always just painting all day. You're marketing, you're making content so people can see what you're doing. They can see the process. You have to be contacting clients that you're already working with. You have to show them like, oh, I got these pieces available, you can add to your collection. You have to make sure you know the lingo too, because it's important what type of words you use with customers. Like you want to add this to your collection. Collection sounds a little bit more proper. Like you have like prints that are like photo prints, but like I have embellished one-of-one off prints that are canvas prints. So like, you know, it suits things up nicely. And then even
So you gotta get the lingo down too.
right. So even on my business card, it says like one of the things it says, you know, professional painter, but also creative consultant. Creative consultant allows me to come in and pretty much do anything in the creative means in any business. So like however like a setup is going or arrangement or from marketing, branding, anything. So this allows me to like kind of maneuver how I want to. And then even on my business card itself, you know, that
This
right
man's
there.
got a business card. Like I don't even have a business card.
So even with your business card,
Let me see
you don't
that.
even have to say anything.
That's right.
But when I give you the business card, that says a lot more than what anybody can say. So it's like, damn, that's the material.
It's got his
It's like
Facebook, his IG.
IG, but what is it made out of?
It's made out of plastic.
So that's like the type of card that you'd have like at a hotel or like, you know, a
Professional
credit card. You fill in there, you're like, oh, it feels like
Model
something
creative
important,
consultant.
you know. So that already shows like he's invested in himself. He's, you know, he's already. You don't even have to be anybody. You can get that off of Vistaprint, you know, for $150 for $250. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
we're keeping this story.
No, yeah, most definitely. So you know, on both sides. So one side has my information, then the other side has all my, you know, a couple pieces that I've done. So not only am I giving my information, but I'm marketing and branding so they can see the kind of content that I have. So it's like, here's some free art. At the same time, this is how you can contact me. You know what I mean? So it's like, boom, I don't have to say much. Like, this says, you know.
This says everything.
You know what I mean? So even on like just simple things like that, like your car, how you
How you
interact with
approach people is important.
that's like the main one thing. And people want to invest in successful people. You know what I mean? Like people don't want to like just invest in some random person. Like, you know, like it's just like a big ass risk. You know what I mean? So if you show that you're already successful, you know, you walk the talk, you know, do all that stuff. You know, most likely you'll find people who want to invest in you. That's why I have like a manager and, you know, people who I can like consult with. I work with like different art agencies. I've gone on tour like this past summer to like 4 different countries just to show my art. So it just allows me like expand myself because I operate not only as an artist but as a, you know, professional businessman. So that kind of helps out because I initially went to school for business finance, but you know, only one semester. But you know, after that, it's all operation. It's all a game. It's just like any kind of like, you know, hustle you doing. Like you selling coke, you selling weed, you selling whatever.
Selling coke, you're selling weed.
You gotta like sometimes you gotta pull up out the trunk, you know, open the trunk like, yo,
Somebody
this is the
packing in
merchandise
here?
I got. You know what I mean?
Who's got
like,
the packs?
Hey, that's how it's gotta be. You gotta like you gotta do what it is. It's a lot of
You
sacrifice.
gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey,
you heard it from the
real talk.
man.
It's all about the
Do what you gotta do. I
know
feel
what I
you,
mean?
bro. Dita, what's your movement like? Like, how are you selling? Because I see like you just posted on Instagram, sold. So why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, and then what's your process like? Like, it's just I want to find out like what's your process in like, you know, getting people to engage inside of the art that you currently produce, or if you create a new piece, and how do they buy it from you?
I just be over here painting. I'm not really, you know, I ain't shit. I ain't nobody. I just be creating.
Dita, you're not shit, you know.
I don't know. I think when I see, I don't create, you know, for other people. I'm doing this shit because I want to, and because I'm experimenting and I'm growing and I'm learning and, you know, collabing and doing shit like that. So, you know, I really don't give a fuck at the end of the day if anybody
Mommy
likes
doesn't give a
it. If anybody likes it, but I kind of, what's the word? I see the demand for it. Like, you know, people do fuck with it, so I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna build off of that. I'm not just gonna
I fuck
have
with all
that
your
out
works.
there. I'm not just
Excuse
gonna
my
have that
language.
out there.
All
and
of you
then-
in here, like, I really love your work.
Yeah.
You know. What? I don't know what that means, but yes, the pledge. Okay.
What is that?
So I'm gonna get one of my co-hosts to do the pledge. We got a pledge that we always do on the Tea Club, so I always forget. So, which one of my co-hosts wants
All
to do?
right, so we all are gonna solemnly swear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, solemnly swear with your right hand that you're going to spill the tea and nothing but the tea today. All right?
I mean, we're talking business now, but you know, let the alcohol kick in a little bit. We'll get to the tea.
I got tea.
You haven't even drank half of that cup
Does
yet.
everybody
Like,
have their
I've been
tea?
filling this cup up since you've been talking to her.
Been babysitting.
shit. Somebody pass me the tea bag.
She said you need to catch up. She said you need to catch up.
Oh my god.
I kind of need a refill.
She said I know.
Okay. All right. So
You're not getting nothing from me after telling me to catch up. Like, you need to go find tea.
For me though. Here you go.
Yeah. Look at them passing the tea bucket. Sorry, Dita, we're listening. Go ahead.
She gonna drive the boat.
So, Dita, like, I know people obviously. I know you don't think of it. I mean,
Hey, free game.
what's the right words for it? You presume people don't really are not in huge demand for your work, but I believe that people are.
No, I'm not saying that, but
you're
I'm-
very humble.
yeah,
You're very, very
I'm
humble.
modest as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
She's
I'm not gonna
not
give myself
humble.
no
She's
credit.
fucking humble.
You paint how you feel and be like, fuck who don't
I
like
love
it.
that though. Always
I
remain.
want to be like, yeah, this is this chick stuff right here.
Yeah.
She did this.
Uh-huh.
She did that.
Hey,
Tell 'em.
at the end of the day,
I
they
can
boo or
relate to
applaud.
you,
They
though,
still a
about
fan
being
though.
humble.
She-
I
Like,
understand
this
you
is
come
my
100%.
shit. I did this. Like, I probably didn't do it
Clear.
at all, but you either you like it or you don't.
Hey,
So
they
take
boo
it
or
leave
applaud.
it.
They still a fan at the end of the day.
Respect you.
huh?
You boo or applaud,
Yeah.
you still a fan. You seen my shit.
Right.
Yeah.
How's that tea, Clea?
This is good.
That's right. It's a royal tea.
Relax, I pulled out my mouth.
That's right. It's the best tea on the tea club. So Toby Mokolo, let's find out like from what you have to say, like as tell us a little bit about yourself, what you're currently doing, and how is it that you get to find work as an artist out here in Texas. It's not New York. I mean, New York is easy. Just go to Madison Avenue, you get somebody to put you inside of an agency. But in Texas is like, how? You know, how do people really appreciate art in Texas?
I'm gonna start off like how my sis over here start off. I ain't shit. But
Well,
honestly-
all of us ain't shit today. Let's do it like this.
Give it up for
We ain't shit today. Everyone on T Club in this room, we ain't shit. Matt King, you agree with that?
Hell no.
All right. Mackie's like, nah. Mackie's like, shit. I'm the
Talking for
shiznit.
yourself.
I'm not shit. I'm the shiznit.
At the same time,
I'm not shit. I'm the
At
shiznit.
the same time, though.
You humble. Why don't you humbly show us your art? Clear's got art too. Clear, you want to show us your art?
Where the pole at?
I took a pole dance class just to
That's right, that's right.
Girl,
I swear.
it's harder than it looks.
Chai.
Come on.
Chai.
Get a little balance.
Yeah.
I mean, we could connect all these.
Oh, God.
Maybe lose about 20 pounds.
No, you good. You ain't gonna lose nothing.
No, you're not gonna break it.
No, you ain't gonna break it.
jiggle. Don't reduce it.
We
Nah.
spilling
Don't
the
worry.
tea today, y'all.
Clear's an artist as well. That's right. Make sure you had Afro Basil too. We'd like to see that. That's a form of art.
Afro Basil
It's a
chapter
form of
5.
art.
Chapter 5.
Chapter 5.
Hey.
So Toby, why don't you
But
tell us a
nah.
little bit about yourself before we get into Afro Basil?
Yeah. At the same time, though, we gotta claim who we are. So I feel my guy over here. I am this shit. At the same time, it's always gonna. Anything you do is gonna be difficult. I started off painting and drawing when I was younger, and then along the way just picked up a camera, and then started going into digital art, which I did not go to school for. I went to school for something completely opposite. Just graduated in May with my master's in software, and just said I'm gonna just do this full time because I love this more than anything else. It's tough at the same time. I'm really just now learning more the business side, and my guy over here gave us a lot of game and trying to figure out how to market myself. Because I'm really a nice guy. Like I do a lot of stuff for free, but I had to like cut that.
Mark's like, hell no. Don't do anything for free.
Like-
Sometimes, Mark, you gotta be nice. Gotta help.
Like
Bump that
my-
You know, if it's a
Hell
nice
no.
chick,
Hey, give him a discount. Fuck that. Hell no.
I feel you. I feel you. No. I,
a little 10% never hurt nobody. A little 10% off ain't never hurt nobody.
Here's the thing.
I 10% off.
So I don't get lap dances for free? Is that what you're saying?
That's how I believe.
Deposit.
You got to make them gifts, bro. You got to make them gifts to the right people, though.
For sure. So
You know
that's
what I mean?
like I said, that's what I'm learning. So like all that game you just gave me personally. You know what I'm saying? Just I've always believed in like just traveling, exposing yourself, exposure. And to me, that's kind of like how I got myself out there to like people to like kind of like build respect and people know who I am. Now it's like a transition. It's like ain't nothing free. You know what I'm saying? This is a work. Like I put so much time into this. Like it take more than you think it take when you see what I produce. So it's like you gotta respect my time, you gotta respect my art. Like being creative, I don't like the word, I like more artist. I'm more of an artist. It takes a lot, like it's a toll. Like just sitting there trying to think of an idea, a concept. That step one is tough. And talk less of like execution. You know what I'm saying? So all of that, it means something. Like you gotta respect your time, respect yourself. So now Afro Basel chapter 5, what's up?
Let's do it.
Let's talk of it. That's right. I got Miss Audrey in the building.
What's
Miss
going
Audrey,
on?
what's your process? What's your game plan to like?
It's
Okay,
been a
I'm
long art journey
gonna
for
sell
me.
art.
This is not what I thought I was gonna do when I was little. I didn't think I was gonna grow up to be an artist. I started painting about 3 years ago as a hobby. Just I was always good at art, but nothing I never really channeled into. So I started and I was like, it's pretty cool. Kept going. 6 months later, paint something else. 6 months later, paint something else. And it got to a point where people were like, hey, we like your stuff, and people started buying into what I was making.
That stuff like I like your stuff. Where is it on social media?
Yeah, I just post on social media. Instagram and Facebook is honestly where I sell most of my stuff. I just started posting it, and people started buying into what I was making. And so this is my first year doing it full time. So it's been a stressful journey. Like he said, the business side is no joke. I can sit at home and paint all day, but it's gonna sit at home unless I do something with it. You feel me? Unless I take the right picture, do the right advertising, get it right out to the right people. So it's a whole nother challenge that I have to learn, and it's a process. Because at the end of the day, I just want to sit at home and paint. I don't care about the rest of the stuff. I want to sit at home and create. That's what I love to do. So I'm blessed that the fact that I can do this full time and support myself with doing what I love. But it's definitely not been an easy journey, and it's still not going to be, but it forces me to stay true to who I am, because you see a lot of myself in my art, and people buy into that. They see that this is what she really likes to do. You know what I mean? I'm not just doing it for money. I'm not doing it for anybody else. I paint for myself, and people see that it's genuine. So like they were saying, I have to stay in the right mental state at all times in order to paint. I can't be stressed out. I can't be going through things. This is what I do for a living. So I need to be able to be in that state to create, and that's the hardest part, is to stay in that peaceful mindset so I can give these people what they're looking for and be true to what I do. Yes, so by staying true to what I do, I think that's why I'm able to do this how I'm doing it and do it full time like I am, because people see that. And I'm really into just staying true to who I am so I can produce that for people. So that's just been my journey. I didn't go to school for this. Like I said, I picked up a paintbrush 3 years ago. But it's just been a process, learning who I am, what I want to do. And at the end of the day, I'd rather stay home and paint and be broke all day than, working 9 to 5 and work for somebody else. Because I'm doing what I love to do,
Yeah.
Jeez. Shut up.
That's where I'm at.
Corporate America getting shut down. Nothing for you. You're not getting Miss Audrey. She's staying home all day, painting. Let's talk to Philly Designs, because I know that you've been doing it for years. You've monetized. You've been monetizing your art. You've created children's coloring books. You have
phone cases,
bags.
Yeah.
So where where are you getting this money from? You selling weed too? I mean, Mac is like snowfall. Like, what's going on? Like, you packing? You got packets?
No.
Hook me up with a plug, bro.
I just how do I break this down? I built a brand for myself. That's what I did. I started with Wawa Boys. That's a comedy group, and my platform was very big. So once I used that platform of comedy, I switched to art. which I've always wanted to do since I was a kid. So once the fame came from the comedy, I started doing the art so more people could actually see what I was doing. Then from there, I just told myself, like, I went to, what do you call this one? Pancake and Booze. I went to Pancake and Booze. I went to Creative Canvas. And once I saw what they were doing, I'm like, I can do this myself. Let me just try it. So I did Affiliated 1, and she was my first artist with Silhouette HD. I did Affiliated 2. I had Kelsey, Silhouette HD, and Brianna. She's not here. Then I did Affiliated 3. So I've been building my brand, and as I was building my brand, I started, selling things that I've made, things that I've created. But one thing I wanted to do is like get this clientele, because that's where, I might be doing all this art in my house and it looks very beautiful in my house and I don't want to sell it, but you still need those clients that are going to buy your work. So I started putting myself out there. But one thing I do when I go to these events, I take notes of what is happening. Like, why is Audrey selling and why am I not selling? Or why is this person selling? What are they doing?
That's a Nigerian man.
No, it's not. It's not shade. It's taking notes of what's going on.
Yeah, it's taking notes.
Why is this happening and why is it not happening for me? Because my first event that I went to, I didn't have prints. I had all the originals, and I was like, man, something's gonna sell. I'm the best artist here. And one girl right next to me just selling prints. Like, she made $1,000 off prints. Oh, wow. And I was like, okay. I went back and I did the whole print. And I started learning other things, because you need the art is good, but you need other things that can push the art, push the brand. That's one thing I always tell people is like, yeah, the art is nice, but you still need to push something, either yourself or brand yourself in such a way where it's like, man, I just like this person for who they are. So with Instagram, you can you can use stories, you can use your post. You use comedy. If you're a funny person, do the funny. If you're enlightening, do the enlightenment, because people buy into you first before the art. It's nice, it's beautiful, you love it, but when they love you, your stuff just starts going off the walls. So that's sell yourself, because he was telling you there's a way he packages himself with the cards, with who he is, the lingo. So it's like, out of everybody, oh, this guy, he looks like he's been doing this. I want his work. I love it, but man, this guy. That's how you sell yourself, and your art will just be going like water. I promise you. But that's my own 2 cents.
It's a very good 2 cents. Yeah. Let's get it from Miss Akila Shanae. What you got to say? Like, what's your strategy?
My strategy of selling, pretty girls. I use my looks.
You're going to be in a bikini next one. Look at this painting. I'm going to look at the painting on the bikini. But yes.
Yeah, I'm a very
Thank you for
girl,
recognizing yourself. Shout out to yourself.
Yeah, well, everyone.
Shout out, yeah, exactly. Shout out to everyone who recognizes that they're beautiful.
It's more than just that, though. I'm really talented in what I do, and
I see.
I have different how can I say this? I have many ways of making money. I'm a hustler. I came from a daddy that was a hustler. So it's just like, it's in my blood for me to make money in any way possible. So I know how to just by any means, make the money. If you like me, if you like the painting, if it relates to you, I see a lot of people that follow me and who I follow, where I like this type of art. Okay, I'm gonna create something just like it, but in my own way, so I get inspiration from other people, and also just surfing through like Pinterest and just looking at different things. I also visualize it too. I visualize it in my dreams, and a lot of people love that because I'm very spiritual. So most of my stuff comes from people that's just wanting my art to feel a vibe, because I do a lot of mandalas, and if it travels with people who's professional. They look at mandalas and they'll tell you like, it clears my mind, and that's what I wanted to do. I want you to have a clear mind, because you need to think, you need to focus, so.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I get in tune with people.
Okay.
Nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Before we leave.
That's right. She needs your information. Chi. Just be careful. Clear likes girls. Just so you know. Vic, you got something on your eyelashes there. Yeah. Yeah. It's like a giant toilet paper. Lexi Higgins.
There you go.
Alexis
What
Higgins
up?
is in the building. That's right. What's up, mommy? How's the tea?
You know, pretty cold right now. I ain't heard anything yet.
That's very good. That's very good. So tell us, what's your strategy? You know, like, in you selling your art, getting your information out there so that people can obviously start buying your art.
I'm a people person, so I do a lot of talking. I run my mouth a lot, but that's because my background is super ridiculous. I'm actually a biochemist.
Jesus.
So, yeah, so I've learned.
Is it Dr. Higgins?
I'm just a master right now.
Dr. Higgins. You should do surgery art.
You know, I just talk a lot, and I make sure that I'm listening to someone whenever they want something from me, and I'm making sure that I understand who they are. A lot about my client base is people that I become friends with, because I get to know them so that I can really know what they want their home to look like, their office, or whatever the case is. So a lot for selling about me is giving them multiple things that they can work with. You know, I don't just paint. You know, I'm a videographer. I was working on that outside. You know, I do a lot of photography, creative logos. You know, I make what you need. I'm not just going to give you one piece of art. I'm going to give you the total package for your brand.
So
a lot of what I work with is people who want things for branding.
So it's a major vehicle like Instagram and Facebook. The social
Actually, it's
media
my
platforms.
mouth. I'm a very word-of-mouth person. A lot of people hear about me from their friend or from someone they heard about. You know, Instagram is good. I just started on Instagram, but I've started painting years ago and just working with, like I said, friends of friends and people who hear about me from an event or what have you.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Miss Dedo?
Yeah.
Hey, Dedo in the building. What's up, Dedo? Hey. Hey. Hey, Dedo, so what's your strategy, you know? By the way, you look gorgeous.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Honestly speaking, like, I just got into painting like a year ago. Honestly, like, I don't have a strategy just yet, but I'm learning. My biggest thing right now is modeling. Like, that's my passion, along with art as well. But when it comes to painting, I've dealt with depression since I was like in middle school and stuff like that. So it's an outlet for me to express myself and to just release. So it's like, I never thought that I'd be painting. I never envisioned this, but God always has a different plan for you. So it's like, the things that come to me.
Shout out to God, by the way.
Yeah,
God, we see you. God, we see you. Can I get a hallelujah?
Hallelujah.
Yes, right. It's church. God, shout out to you for making this happen.
Yes. But the first person I showed like my art to was Ophelia, and he was just like, "Why aren't you showing this? Like, why aren't like people seeing this?" And I was like, you know, I don't know, but I don't know. Just the time came for me.
You're a little shy.
Yeah, people don't believe it, but I'm a little shy. Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm just glad that I have this opportunity. I was supposed to have another showcase to be able to display it, but everything happens in divine timing. So now I have this opportunity, and I have way more paintings that I've done and just different inspiration. But my first passion definitely is modeling, though, because I know that's the platform that's going to get me. Yes, thank you. Because that's the platform that's going to get me to where I want to go. Because I do music as well, and I also do women's empowerment events. I do photography. I do style. I do many things.
Yeah, you got time. Do you do your boyfriend?
I don't have a boyfriend.
we gotta help you out, man.
We're spilling the tea.
I'm good. I'm on the journey of self right now. I don't really.
These ladies, like,
Leo over
what's up with all these ladies? Ladies, like, oh no, I don't do boys. Come on, like, so what are we supposed to do?
I used to dabble with women too.
So no man can shoot a shot. Vic, shoot your shot. Shoot your shot. Shout out to Dedo in the building. That's right. We got Mark. I am Mark. Mark, what's your strategy, Daddy? Black and nerdy.
Most definitely. But like this is my thing though. Like I tell other artists too. Like when you sad, paint. When you happy, paint. When you joy, paint. When you angry, paint. You have no idea who you might inspire in the process of that. Like I'm hearing different stories about a lot of y'all. Honestly, me, it took me to lose my job. It took me to be like rock bottom. I literally walked outside, smoked a black and mild, asked God, what's my purpose? I literally had my first show, never touched acrylic, never touched oil, never touched any of that stuff. Asked him, what's my purpose in this world? To bring pride to my family and my last name. 3 months later, I had a whole show in New York and New Jersey.
Amazing.
I ain't never touched any of this stuff. I used to draw as a kid, take the little pictures from my mom's wall, draw on the back of it, and run off when she tried to beat me. But at the same time, it's like everything makes sense. So when you're happy, paint. When you're sad, paint. Sometimes do not, and that's why I always tell a lot of young artists, do not work yourself so hard to like you're like a printer. You are a person. Tell your story. If these people, if they buy it, they don't buy it. If they walk by 3 times and they look at your stuff, you have done your job because you touched that person in their heart to where you weren't even planning to. You'll meet so many different people, and I promise you, I'm bad with names, but I'm good with faces. I'm like, I don't remember you, but I remember you from the show. I don't know your name, excuse me, but you know, that's just how it goes with the business. It's like with wait, what's his name again?
King?
Matt King. Real
Matt
talk.
King.
You put me on game on a lot of different things with the marketing. Me, I am horrible with that. I be like, do you want it or you don't? Like, I'm very, like, short. Like, my patience is like, because it's been so many different shows, different events. It's like, you meet a lot of different type of people. Some might be rude. Some people might try to tell you about the other artists that got discounts. Some people, you gotta block all that stuff out as artists. Like, even with the painting, like with you, I vibe with you and you said you visualize it. I do too. Sometimes it might come in a dream. Sometimes it might come in like just random pictures.
Dreams come true.
Like, I'm telling you, paint your soul and tell your story. You have John Biggers, you have Basquiat, you have all these guys who have told their story. Why I can't tell mine? Like, my dad's a hustle too. I heard you when you talking about that too. Hey, I'm gonna make it where it go. If you ever see him in a show and I'm vibing, oh, trust me,
Hustlers.
pancakes and booze and all. This is when I first.
All you artists are hustlers.
Most artists are. You have to be.
Hey, we'll talk about the payments. We already did your interview.
We take payment plans. We take all that. Payment plans and all.
Bitcoin. So, Iman, you a hustler too?
I mean, yeah.
Let me find out.
As an artist, as a creative, we all are. Whether it's music, whether it's modeling,
I support your
art,
hustle.
like it's all a hustle.
I support your hustle.
And it's all really about believing in yourself.
Yeah,
100%.
the confidence goes a long way.
They're gonna believe in you too. Yeah.
Like, that's what everything.
So we're all saying that, you know, screw 9 to 5. Let's hustle.
Yes.
Hustle.
I mean,
I'm not gonna say it's for 95.
What?
Yeah.
Say that again.
Enjoy it.
Fuck that job.
Say fuck that job.
Quit your job.
I
As
feel
long
like-
as you enjoy what you're doing, nothing wrong with that. 'Cause that's it.
Young aspiring artist. You heard it from Cleopatra. Cleopatra, tell him. Young aspiring artists, what do they need to fuck?
Fuck that job.
Quit your job, man. That's right. Become a painter.
Yeah.
So look, I'm not a good painter, but I paint. But I need to smoke a blizzard before
I can't paint doing that.
I need to smoke. I need to smoke like an icy big fat blizzard, and then I need to like.
Thank you.
Then I do the finger paint.
I
You
can't
know, like.
paint and smoke weed.
Yeah, don't hand me a red
What? You can't.
I can't smoke weed and paint.
You can't smoke weed and paint. What about you?
I'm gonna go cook in the kitchen.
You can't smoke weed and paint.
I need to do it the whole time.
I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, you can smoke and paint.
No, I can drink and paint though.
When they look
I can drink and paint. I can't drink and paint. I can drink and paint.
Can you smoke and paint?
Yes, I smoke
Can you
and
smoke
do
and paint?
everything. I have to smoke and paint. Yeah.
I have to smoke and
So
paint.
jealous.
I have to in my hands when I'm painting.
I am so jealous.
Can you smoke and twerk?
That's the best
Twerk. I can smoke and drive. I can smoke and vibe.
Look. That's the verse right there.
What about, can you smoke and sing?
That's the verse.
Honestly, I cannot smoke and sing. I can't be in the studio and be high as hell and try to sing. Hell no.
That's strange.
I can't smoke
So
at all.
why can't you smoke and paint?
Like, I be ready to go cook and shit, eat. I ain't got time to be trying to paint. I ain't got time to focus.
Okay.
I ain't got time for that. I'm ready to go eat in the kitchen, bro. If I smoke.
I see. So you're the type of guy that doesn't play with his food.
Hell no, I do not.
Is it
And I
okay?
can't smoke and paint either. I cannot focus. I'm like, I need a drink. And I can drink and paint. I can do that all day.
But here's the real
Sip
tea, y'all.
and paint. That's it.
Wait, I did it one time. I was like, I'm gonna try this shit.
How you know so much
Y'all,
about
I
Mark?
was acting like I was.
How
at
you
the
know so much
Cordon
about Mark?
Bleu. I was
Alexis.
plating my shit, acting like it was cute. It was ridiculous. I sat there for 4 hours trying to make this all 4 or 5 course meal. I was so high.
See,
The
no.
cooking canvas was somewhere in the house. How'd you do that?
Like, for real, thank you. You get stuck. I can't
This
do
is a
shit.
team
I don't know
right
what
here.
y'all
This is a team.
smoking. I don't know
Alexis
what y'all
and Mark.
smoke. What I smoke, I can't feel my big toe, so it's a whole different ballgame. Exactly. Exactly.
What you guys smoking?
I can't feel my big toe. I don't know my last name.
This is becoming a weed battle. This is a weed battle.
That's that candy shit.
I'm not smoking regular. I'm smoking.
Thank you.
But no, you hear Janae Aiko sing. She smokes sativa.
Dedo. So wait. Let's hear from Dedo. Dedo, have you ever smoked a blunt?
I like to smoke and make music.
Oh,
That's different though.
Jesus, how many smokers we got in here? All you guys are
Is
drug
that a real
addicts?
question? No, is that a real question?
Smokers.
Okay, that is weird. God brought me that place.
Aquila speaking.
Hold on,
Okay,
everybody, let's
tell me
get
so, sister.
Let me just speak for the people that actually smoke and paint. It's very inspirational to us. That's where I get my inspiration from, is when I smoke. I have to look at a blank canvas and see, like...
So I should just light up right now. I have one.
Yeah.
You guys want to smoke?
Roll it up.
Yeah.
I mean, roll up.
Phew! Oh, fire. Okay.
Come on, bro.
America, well, we were about to light up right here. But because of the sprinklers, the forest
right here in the middle. Everybody gonna get rain.
Carbon dioxide.
It's gonna be rain down on me if you start that shit.
But we got a fan though, so we good.
That's not gonna do
you. Well, bring it out of the fanny pack.
So we're a bunch
Aquila,
of
tell us. Okay, so for Afro Basil 5, our spiritual advisor is Aquila.
Let us pray.
Shanae,
I'm all for it.
please tell us what are we supposed to be feeling when we
I mean, it's
smoke
for some
a blizzard?
people and it's not for others. You know, some people say, I can't control my thoughts. You have to tell yourself you can control your thoughts.
Yeah,
What
it's
you're
all-
controlling is saying, what am I going to do on this canvas by the shape of it? Okay, I can see this happening. I can see this color's going to go here. I can sketch this out. You know? So it takes days.
Mine be Food
For
Network.
mine,
I got
it's a process. It's like today, I'm just going to focus on the beginning of it, the process, the color. The next day, it's going to be sketch. I'm creating the background. It's literally a process with it. So I smoke in between. I'm like, look, let me roll up. Hold on, let me take a break. That's my break. That's when I go eat. That's when I smoke. That's when I just really just be like, okay, I'm eating and I'm smoking. I'm just like, what am I going to do next? You know?
I wish I could do that. I can't do that. I'd be like, what a food at?
That's
Then
the
I wanna
beauty
get
of
a
it. The
beer.
beauty always with an artist
About
is the
3 hours
process.
later.
It's never the finished work. It's the process of it. Everyone loves the process. So
That's true.
I also feel
Oh,
sometimes.
Philly, do you smoke?
Very, very occasionally.
Why do I feel like you're lying to me right now?
No, I'm not lying.
Okay.
I used to be, but for the art, I can't do it. I've tried it, and just like him, my mind races so much. I'll be thinking of comedy, then Netflix, and this show is so dope. Then the canvas is there, and I'm like, what was I doing before?
Thank you.
So
You see what I'm
that's
saying?
me.
That'd be me.
But I understand. I've seen her paint, high. I've seen her paint high, and their work is like, whoa. I wish I could get high and paint, but it's just not for everybody, as she said.
So is it, when you guys paint high, is it like an out-of-body experience?
sometimes it depends on where you take yourself.
Yeah.
So it just like yesterday, I know a lot of people not used to this, but the harvest moon is out. It was the 13th and it's tonight.
So you
that's
smoked
when I utilize painting and smoking at night.
I love that.
Exactly.
I'm doing that tonight.
Creativity.
Love my spirit.
You doing that tonight?
I'm all for that.
The energy is still here.
Oh, okay, got you.
And it's going to be for a couple of days.
Yes.
So you have to utilize that energy.
Yeah.
If y'all know anything about that.
Yes. Girl, I'm
Ashanti
connecting
Fierce,
with
you smoke?
Yes.
No, I get too paranoid and I kill everybody vibe because I laugh at everything.
Goofy. I'm a goofy high. No, I'm a goofy high. I'm a goofy high. Hey, that is not a bad thing. Okay, that's not a bad
I
thing.
get too paranoid.
That is my
like,
goofy ass too the whole time.
I laugh all the time, like everything,
At
is funny
everything.
for no
Everything's
reason.
hilarious.
Everything is fun.
Everything.
But you don't mind people that
operate
smoke?
like that. No, I don't.
Okay, that's good.
I actually like people that smoke. I
Okay,
just,
they're funny.
Yeah, they're
awesome
funny.
people.
Like
Now, if you go a little bit harder than that, that's a different story. I can't deal with all type of problems in my life.
So Dita, who's your dealer?
No, we can't throw no names out.
Okay.
Jesus, it's like business. It's advertising. It's advertising. I'm helping him or her get more clients.
Is this 222 tips? Is this 222 tips? I'm on Afro Basil 222 tips. The snitch line. Is this what we get?
It's not snitch line. It's business.
Okay.
What's the
You better tag him in. Okay, DM them on. Okay, straight up.
No.
Okay, well, behind the scenes then.
But
His license plate
Okay, straight up.
Go ahead, Ophelia.
one thing I know is
Not the kind of tea we're spilling.
let's talk about the high and the process. Sometimes your process is different. Mine doesn't work like during the like when I'm working, but sometimes if you're high, the ideas actually come, and what I do is I sketch. at least I can do that. Sketch the concept or write down this idea, like, okay, sun, moon. That's all that came when I was high. Write it down. And then when I have a clear mind, I can do what I was thinking when I was high.
Yeah.
And some people, it's like when they're on it, I've seen some people paint like the colors. How did you think of this color and this color? I can't do that. I'm very one-track minded. So it's like after I draw, I sketch. After I sketch, I put it on the canvas. So the beginning part, I get the being high. That's for me. But once it gets to like application, I cannot be high.
And I see your work.
Application.
So you can meditate
Yeah, that's what
on
I'm saying.
it
Like a
and
process.
just visualize, and ideas will come to you. Just giving yourself that quiet, that peace, like that stillness. Thoughts will come to you, and then you'll be like, oh, I think of doing this. You can sketch it out, and then once you create it, well, for me, it'll be a whole other thing once I actually start. Oh, God, you moved my head, Lord. It'll be a whole nother thing.
I told you, be careful. That's Vic, Mac Attack. Man's on everything.
Thing once you actually once I actually do the
And it looks
painting.
nice though.
Yeah, and it's always gonna look nice because whether someone else likes it, like she said, it's about you liking it. Like I fuck with this painting, so yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, why don't you, my guest, please let us know your Instagram handle and where we can find you next. I know that these beautiful people will be at Afro Basil Chapter 5. Continue the conversation there. Meet them, talk to them, see their art. You know that some of us smoke and some of us don't smoke. But everyone here is a great painter, a great artist, and they're doing work. I believe in them, and I believe that your work will be worth millions and millions and millions of dollars eventually sometime, presently and also in the future. That's right, Iman. Give us the details. Give us the details. Where can we find you? And that's right. Give us your Instagram and where can we find you next? When's your next show?
You can find me at Afro Basil September 18th performing my singles, some unreleased music and some released music.
Okay.
Yeah. You can find me on Instagram at Iman NNN _.
Gee, okay, sexy. We'll see the vibes. All right. Ashanti Fierce, what's up, mommy?
Hi, I'm Ashanti Fierce. I'm a model. You can follow me at Ashanti Fierce.
I followed you already.
And I will also be at Afro Basil with Wear Models. Next week is Fashion Week, so you'll find me there as well.
Hey, this is gonna be a dope ass show.
I got sexy Miss Audrey.
What's going on? My name's Adriana Woods. You can follow me on Instagram at Miss_Audrey, MISS_AUDRIII. I also got a website, artbyaudrey.com. So yeah.
Where's your next show?
Afro Basil this upcoming Wednesday. I'll be there. Some beautiful art, beautiful people, good vibes. It's gonna be great.
Please come out, support, buy some art. Big man, Mr. Philly.
Ophili Designs, OFILI Designs. Affiliated.com, OFILI. My next show is Afro Basil, but the show I'm going to be promoting is in January, Affiliated 4.
Don't miss it. Affiliated 4, Afro Basil Chapter 5, Philly Designs. Miss Akila.
My Instagram name is Akila Shanae, AKILAHCHANE. I'm not doing a show. I am working on a project, and it has to do with my henna. So I'm getting me and some girls together, and we're going to expose something on Instagram in November.
Okay.
And
Why don't you come to Afro Basil 5?
I'm forward to. My main focus right now is family and my project that's coming up. So I'm taking a step back from art. I'm still creating, making new collections, and once that new collection comes out and my website launches in November as well, then I'll expose myself to more art shows.
No problem. Look forward to it.
Thank you.
Miss Tita Montana.
You gotta tell me about this dream before I say anything.
The dream was that I bought one of your, I sat down with you and I gave you an idea about what you should paint, and then you painted it, and then I put it inside of my gallery, and then it's sold, and then you became like this big artist. That's the dream.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's reality. It's just like that's yeah. So that's the dream.
You can find me on everything, all social media, Dita Montana, DITA Montana, and Afro Basil is my next show. I'll be bringing some shit nobody's seen before.
Jesus, can't wait. Mad King, main man in the building. How are you?
Yeah. Hey, it's Mad King. You can follow me on Instagram at MADDKYNG or hashtag your new favorite artist. You can catch me at Afro Basil. Come out with some merchandise for people of all financial backgrounds who can afford it. You know what I mean?
Secure the bag.
Secure the bag.
Oh, it's me. Hi.
Dedo.
You can find me on Instagram at SheIsDedo. That is DEDO. She is. Don't get it wrong, get it right. And also Creations by Dedo. That's my art page. My modeling page is more so She Is Dedo, but art is Creations by Dedo. Styling, all those different things. Next show's Afro Basil, of course. And then after that, I'm doing a women's empowerment event, my own event that I'm hosting. That's called Healer Circle. I started that like 2 weeks ago. And this will be my second event, so it's
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's going to be on the 21st.
You should hire Akira as your spiritual advisor.
I would love for her to come. I love that we're here with
you
it.
see?
But
You see the vibes?
but it'll be on the 21st. Details will be on She Is Dedo on Instagram, released sometime this week. And then Houston Fashion Week, of course, and then in October, African Fashion Week. So, yeah.
So you can find me on Instagram at Lexi Higgins, LXIHIGGNS. Of course, we have Basil coming up next Wednesday, but I'm also going to be working with Hot Houston in October, working with them, trying to get in their mixer. I'm going to be showcasing a lot of different things you're not going to think that I would do. And then I'm also working in Austin in October. I have an installation working with Blue Serene, if anyone's heard of them. They do radio as well. And that's what I have coming up. But more than anything, I'm just focusing on the art that I have to create naturally and not looking more for inspiration, but just something that I can feel.
Congratulations to you. Mark?
All right, my check, 1 2 1 2.
Testing.
So you can find me on Instagram, Mark_I am Mark. Today I have going on Wings and Whiskey at 4:30 to 8. I have live.
Sure you're gonna be able to drink?
Oh, most definitely, sure will. I'm an arsenal, Creole. We got this. I can't smoke and paint, but I can sip and paint. Most definitely. So most definitely I'll be at Art Basel too. Please, it's a whole vibe for this whole event. If this is your first time coming in as a new artist, I promise you can have a great time. Now I know to bring other things for all my other fellow artists. I got y'all. We'll meet in the back. But, most definitely follow me on Mark_I am Mark. And just paint your dreams and be you. That's it.
Thank you, Mom. Sexy one. That's right. Cleopatra, what you got to say? What's going on in your life? Mark's got you. Relax in it.
Hi, everyone. I'm Cleopatra on Instagram, I.Cleopatra. I am a model, a comedian, and a brand ambassador for Hey Boo Hey Enterprises.
Shout out to Hey Boo Hey.
Hey Boo Hey.
Hey Boo Hey. Hey Boo Hey.
So we do travel and we do event planning and things like that. If you need models for your brand or anything that you are doing, you can contact us and we can set that up for you.
Give everybody your number. Go ahead.
All right. 1-800. Fuck your hoe. No, I'm just kidding.
She's too much.
I was ready.
Alrighty, I'm out.
My name is Heaven Mozart. That's right. Catch me. That's right. Every week on the T Club on AfroVibes Radio. And that's right. Catch me on Afro Basil Chapter 5. I'm signing out. Shout out to my main man. That's right. Vic, Slim, Mac Daddy. That's right. Shout out to my co-host, Cleopatra, Iman Nate, Ashanti Fierce. And that's right. All my other co-hosts too. That's right. Grace Africa, Raga Shanti, Tequila. We miss you all. Good night, everyone. That's right. T Club signing out.